G'day, Keithy here, thanks for joining me. On this trip we're heading up to the Chillago Cave, so we're going to take a bit of a look around the Chillago region and see what it's got to offer.
So where is Chillago? Well, Chillago is about 520 kilometres to the northwest of Townsville, and it's about 200 kilometres west of Cairns. So if you're on your way up to Cape York from anywhere in Australia really, and you're likely to go through Cairns or Townsville on your way, then it's well worth taking about the 100 extra kilometres off the beaten track to head out to Chillago and have a look at what it's got to offer. Now there's a couple of little towns on the way. You've got Machilba on the way as well, Dembula, famous names like that, Chillago, and if you go further you've got Mangano as well. But this is the road in to Chillago now from Arriba. As you can see there, about the last 25 kilometres you're going to see some corrugated dirt road depending on whether the roadworks crew's gone in. When we came into Chillago, we actually stayed in at the Caravan Park there, but we checked in first just to make sure that we could get in and go for a look through the caves, because you do have to pre-book your tickets to get in to see the caves if you're going to take the guided tours. There's the hub here where you can go and make your bookings if you haven't already. I'll also put the information down below so that you can jump online and do your bookings if you're going to be in town, so that you can take the guided tours. I definitely recommend doing that. Well worth the money going there. The Caravan Park's pretty much across the road from this place here, so it's not hard to find. And they've got lovely facilities there, toilets and showers, lovely hot water, I can guarantee you that it's hot. And there's information everywhere about these Chillago caves when you go to the hub. So you can see what you're getting into as well, but I definitely recommend taking a drink bottle with you if you're going to do the tours, especially the self-guided ones, as those are quite steep going in and out, so they're a little bit harder and there's no actual paved walkway for you to take compared to the guided tours.
Alright, so today we're going to do the two free ones first, the ones that are just self-guided. So that's the Pompeii here and the Bahunia. They're both rated hard. If you get on the website and have a bit of a look, I'll put a link down in the description. We're going to have a go at these two first, so you can see we've got the boots and the old work jeans on. So let's go and have a look. So you can see here we've got the information on all of the caves here. You can have a bit of a read of all this kind of stuff. Info on the self-guided and then the ranger guided cave tours. Tells you all about the safety and caring for the environment and all that kind of cool stuff. Well worth reading when you're coming up here. Alright, so this is the Pompeii self-guided cave. We're going to have a go at this one first. As you can see in there, it's quite steep, quite dark, so you definitely need your safety gear on to go down here. Let's have a go.
So this is the Pompeii. This is the first of the self-guided caves that we did on our little adventure up to Chillago. As you can see, it's rocky. It's reasonably steep, but it's not beyond a normal fit and able person. Definitely need to make sure you've got your drink bottle and your shoes on for this one, as there's no stairways, so you're climbing up and down on the rocks here to get in and out. Beautiful little site in here, lots of things to come and see and explore. Pompeii Cave, got to get among it.
Alright, so we've just done the Bohemia, and it's the harder of the two self-guided ones. Definitely need a torch, probably take some water if you've got room in a pocket. You'll need your hands free because it's really hard, especially at the very start, but otherwise it's definitely worth going down.
So after the self-guided caves, getting close to the end of the day, we decided we were going to head to the Balancing Rock and we're going to get some beautiful photos for sunset, and this is an absolutely magic place. You've got to check it out if you're here. It's not far at all and it's not hard to get to. So after a restful night and a few beverages, we headed off the next morning for the first of our guided tours through the Chillago Caves. So this particular one's the Royal Arch, and you meet the tour guide at the destination. They walk you through, tell you everything you need to know. And we had Eddie for this one, absolutely fantastic bloke, tell you what, and he knows everything to do with these caves. He's been doing it all his life, obviously being born and bred in Chillago. These trips here, they've got formed walkways and lighting. They also give you some cap lamps as well for the walk through these ones here. As we go through, don't forget to spot the superheroes. and after the first of our guided tours through the Royal Arch Caves, we went up to the archways, funny enough, and this is where you can walk your own way around a couple of other interesting little caves in the area. It's about 15 kilometres from Chillago, up a dirt road, not very hard to get there. And you have a lovely look through here. There's a lot to see in these caves, there's plenty of them, and you can see where people have been. It's quite easy to follow the tracks here. You can also see some Aboriginal art in this area, so come on up and have a look. So we're at the archways here. We're about 15 k's out of Chillago on the Mungana Road, heading out that way up towards Normanton. And this is so beautiful here, the archways. It's a lovely place. It's absolutely free to come here. It's not hard to get here, and I definitely recommend having a go. So after lunch and having a good look at the Royal Arches and the Aboriginal art in the area, we went back to the Donna Cave, which is over near the Pompeii and Bohemia. Those were the two self-guided ones that we did the previous day. This was the second of our guided tours while we were here, and I tell you what, just like the archways, it did not disappoint. This is an absolutely magic little place. They've set it up extremely well, and the tour guides absolutely know the area. The history of this area, the rock formations, how they come about, everything. It's just absolutely fantastic, and it's definitely a tour well worth going and seeing. So in Chillago, we stayed at the Chillago Tourist Village when we camped there. Fantastic place to stay, and I tell you what, the food they serve is unreal. Better than what you get in the big cities. Don't forget to check out the Post Office Hotel in Chillago as well if you're looking for a meal. You go out for dinner, and it's an absolutely fantastic feed there, and you'll have to call them in advance as well because it's a family-run business, so they'd need a little bit of notice to make sure they can cater for your needs. On top of the caves, there's also the walks you can do through the national park. They got the weir and also the smelters, very local to town, so you have to look that up. You can find the information at the hub for that and go and check out more of what that fantastic place that Chillago has got to offer for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, do all the social media jazz, and we'll catch you next time.